We are live, I believe, here in just a minute at least. Probably live and we don't even know it. There we go.
Hello, everyone. Steve's here, board certified clinical nutritionist, board certified naturopath. Coming to you and live with our Prosper Nutrition Show. I have my co-host Jason Steves, clinical account specialist with Perk Integrative Health.
Hello, everyone.
And my son, right-hand guy, just always there when I need him, helping to build the future for your generation and generations beyond.
Yeah,
And
that's why we're here. We want you to prosper and be in health. And I want that for myself, but let's put an example here. What if I was the only one that was in health in the next generation? Things would not go well for me. I want you all and everyone that I can help them to be in health as well. So we're trying to do this together with you. So we're looking forward to more success in that journey.
You know, the definition of health isn't really understood in America. We just think if we don't have a disease, we're healthy. And there's people walking around on the street, they're just on the cusp of dying, healing, and they think they're healthy. So I know a guy that had worked for us years ago when I was working in the corporate world, and he had just been to his doctor. This guy was obese. He was a terrible eater. He was telling us about his doctor visit while he was eating this foot-long sausage in a hot dog bun.
Right.
And he said, yeah, they gave me a clean bill of health, said I'm in great shape. The very next week, he had a stroke.
Yeah.
The numbers just don't tell the truth, the way the doctors look at parameters and really evaluating somebody. So we've kind of lost standards of a lot of things in life, especially with health. So, you know, in Prosper Nutrition, we really are trying to give people this prosperous life that God wants them to have. It's all about living a lifestyle that brings you the freedom to do the things you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like enjoying the workout that we did earlier today.
Yeah.
Have that kind of strength, flexibility, mobility, and freedom to just enjoy that time together. We've always enjoyed workouts ever since you were a teenager, and and then it became a passion of yours. And now from that, you got Prosper Fitness that will be an offshoot as you're building that over time and training people. And we are all about the health of the individual. And that's why we do these free podcasts, these free shows, free webinar coming up next. Pretty excited about that. And we have some offers at the end of the program today also.
Yeah, we've got a webinar just following the show. So we usually start about 3 p.m. The webinar is at 4 p.m. So we'll end the show probably in the next 20 minutes or so. So you all have enough time to go do what you need to do. Register first and then do what you need to do. So we're going to put the link in the chat here. So you guys can register for the show. We're going to be focusing on holiday digestion protection, how you can prevent sickness during the holidays by increasing your digestive health and addressing issues if they do come. So definitely register and get on there with us in the next hour at 4 o'clock. So we look forward to seeing you there.
And don't forget, share with your friends and family about Prosper Nutrition, about the show, also that they can get that free health assessment online. Again, another tool for you to use to evaluate your health. As we talked about earlier, medicine today isn't really focused on health. It's really focused on disease management. So you could find yourself in a difficult situation, as we'll talk about in the webinar, how there's an increased amount of people that end up in the emergency room with gallbladder surgery during this time of year because of the poor food choices that they make. And so we're going to talk about how to prevent that, keep you healthy and whole at home, and even have a testimony to share with you about some things that have happened in my life in that regard and overcome. We've had a lot of things happen in our life that we've been able to overcome, but and then also our 7 proven steps. How about proven steps? If you knew you could follow them and they would result in a healthy lifestyle for you and your family. So that guidebook is free also on prospernutrition.com.
Mhm.
So take advantage of that and just really be blessed. And also, of course, then you get our website and the professional quality supplements that we're going to talk about today and their impact on body chemistry.
Yeah. So another reason why you want to join the webinar is because we're going to be offering a really large, awesome discount.
Yes.
To
Biggest
those
one
who-
ever.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah. It's something that you guys want to take part in if you guys need some quality supplementation. So join us for that webinar. We'll put that registration link up in the chat here in just a moment.
That's for our year end, just kind of a year end thing we want to do for y'all out there. So you can get quality products at a discount. We do have some increase in rates coming up in the new year to keep that quality coming to your table in these professional Prosper Nutrition products. We just have to keep the quality going. I do want to go ahead and jump into the news. There was a couple of little things that kind of caught me this week.
Yeah.
One of them was out of Healthline, and it was the 9 tips on how to navigate social media during the holidays.
Mm-hmm.
And I wouldn't even say these are 9 tips just for the holidays, but the purpose of the holidays is we really want to connect with our family. We really want to be available. We want to be over in a corner somewhere, checking out our Instagram or our Facebook. And they had really good points on this article. There you go. Got it there on.
Oh, right. Yeah. I'm going to pull this
Pull it up and
article
show it
up for us.
I think about just turning off notifications. I don't like notifications. The only notification that I like on my phone is my Pause app from John Eldridge. It's the 1-minute pause. It reminds me, have you just taken a break today from doing stuff and just sit back and give thanks to God, give everything to Him, all the challenges you've been through and the things that are up and coming that you need to go through, and just give it to Him. He's got this. He created you for a purpose and a plan, and it's all good. Everything works together for good to those that love God and are called according to His purpose. So I believe that, and we see it all the time. You just got to be patient through the midst of all the storms, especially this time of year.
Mm-hmm.
And don't let social media put pressures on you. One of the things that they talked about in this article was a big one, and is the comparison that we do.
Yeah. Yeah. They are seeing it right now. 9 tips to navigate social media during the holidays.
Well done by Healthline. One of them is in the comparison that people do, you think about, the gifts that they may be giving, and maybe you don't feel like you're measuring up in the gift giving category, but hey, every gift is different. Some people give of their time, and that is one of the most valued love. What do we call that? One of the languages of life, is the giving of time. If you can devote yourself to a soup kitchen that a church is putting on, or working with some of the homeless in your area, just give of your time. And if that's all you have to give, that is the most valuable thing that I really believe that God values too in the kingdom. Stuff is just stuff. If you've got a lot of money and you can give a lot of gifts, that's great. If that's what gets you excited. I know Amy loves to give lots of gifts, and it just really blesses her in doing that. And so I like to see her do that. She does it. And you can tell when somebody's a gift giver, and it may be just a little gift, something simple, and it just so blesses the person that she gives it to. She always just knows, and she'll be thinking about that person, and it'll pop into her head when she sees something and gets it. So, but don't do the comparison thing where you think you got to be like the Joneses next door, and or even how they decorate, what they decorate, what you plan on doing for that season. So enjoy your season, enjoy the holidays, disconnect. Let that be something that you do as a gift to God. I'm going to disconnect from social media a little bit and connect more with my family. I'm going to go see my parents over in Louisiana. I'm excited about that, spending time with them and my sister over there. So there's another article. It is about mental health. Let's see here. That one was okay. We'll pull this one up. It was Robert Kennedy on children's health defense. But this was an article. We've known about this for years. The effects of glyphosate. It's what's in Roundup. It's it's a herbicide, and it's so overused, but it's a very serious carcinogen. Here you see the article on the Defender, how glyphosate weed killers increase the risk of breast cancer. And we've known that, and they even know that women who work at golf courses have an increased risk of breast cancer by 40%. And this may be one of the causes, the glyphosate. It could be pesticides. We don't know if it's a chemical fertilizers. They all just add up. But we just really encourage getting down on your hands and knees and pulling weeds, and or using mulch beds. Using really good quality mulch keeps weeds from growing. But and if you have to resort to a weed killer, maybe something like vinegar and water, and just keeping it safe, but try to keep the environment safe, because we all got to live in it. And these chemicals just keep building up in our water supply. And we wonder why we have such an increased risk of all these diseases today. So we can certainly take a major effort together and enjoy the weeds. I like, because my yard is so clean, in the springtime when the dandelions are growing, I'm going and picking them and eating the leaves. And dandelion is so good for liver function and for kidney function. You make salads out of it. It really is a good leaf to be eating, but you don't want to be spraying chemicals in your yard and then eating that, because of course it's not healthy. And I love the sweet clover that we get in the springtime. So I wanted to share a testimony.
Hey, before you share that, Steve, do you mind if I share with them this link? I wanted to
go ahead. Please do
share this link on the chat here. We're going to share it with you guys. Posting it up right now.
This is
the link for the webinar that we're going to be having at 4:00. We definitely don't want you guys to miss that opportunity to learn that information and to get an opportunity to get a discount on quality supplements. So
very good. And that's going to be digestive. That's going to be stress and energy. We're covering a lot of areas.
Yeah.
And we're also covering, what was the third one?
Immune?
The immune support as well.
Is that right?
I think that's right. Digestion. Yeah. Immune and stress and
or
energy.
detox.
Oh yeah. Detox.
Right.
And that's a big thing for the new year. I'd set your calendars for Thursday, first Thursday in January.
Yeah.
We're shifting gears a little bit for the new year, just mainly because we want you to get excited about having a healthy start for the new year and get the detox program going. We'll have a detox bundle available at a great discount, and you're going to want to clean yourself up after all those enjoyable delicacies have been eaten over this holiday time.
Right.
Holiday, which actually means holy days. They're days that we want to dedicate to God and to family. Those are the two commandments that God really wants us to focus on: loving God and loving each other. He gets excited. I know as a father, I get excited when my kids are loving on each other. And I know he does when he sees us showing each other love.
So that testimony.
All right. The testimony was a gal that came to me, 70 years old, and she was dealing with depression, on depression medications, dealing with all kinds of issues, digestive issues. And she was on dealing with statins, dealing with blood pressure problems, sleep disorder, not able to sleep. Here's the thing that happens a lot of times is depression. If somebody gets depressed and they give them a medication, and what they end up doing is getting overstimulation, and then they don't sleep well. So it becomes a rush, a catch-22 with all the medications they start juggling, and nothing really is working. So she was able to get off all of her medications over a period of about 5 months, and everything is working wonderfully. She was raving about how things are back in balance, and she's sleeping well and having the energy and not having the mood swings that she did and the depression that kept coming and going. listen to these protocols. I've got a whole list of what she's doing that are some of the standard things that my wife takes. I know you take, Jason, the vitamin C max, of course, for immunity, but also for all cell signaling and collagen connective tissue function. And then one of my favorites this year has become the Cell Energy, our choline citrate, high potency, pure quality, just does wonders. Everything from gallbladder function to function in how the neurotransmitter phosphatidylcholine or acetylcholine is manufactured, which helps with memory, helps with focus. It's quite remarkable. So love that product. She's taking advantage of that. Got to realize that the cell and the acetylcholine signaling is affecting everything that needs to be signaled. So we're talking about all the hormones that you produce, everything from thyroid hormones to adrenal hormones to pituitary hormones to hormones from your sex glands. It is a key for every cell. It's all about the cellular health, and cell energy is a key.
So you told me she came in the summer, right? And she was dealing with depression. She was on several medications, and then she came back to see you again recently.
Yes, recently, and that was when she was ready to take that last step and get off that last medication. And has done it, which was the depression one. We usually, that takes the longest for people when they're getting their body back into balance. We do a neurotransmitter test to find out, is she low in serotonin, is she low in dopamine, epinephrine, and then focus on those nutrient support for that. And I'll tell you a little bit about what that support ended up being. We were using the magnesium, which is key element. You need magnesium for circulation, for blood sugar control, because everything happens with energy. And when energy is low, and sugar is the primary fuel for energy, magnesium is a key element for the signaling of sugar in the mitochondria. Of course, the pure omega, we need omegas, and people just don't consume enough omegas. To get your optimal omegas, guys, you need at least 6 capsules a day. Girls, about 4, to get optimal levels that reduce your risk by 90% of stroke and heart attack. So everything happens, again, along with the acetylcholine and the choline citrate in the cell membrane, but needing the fatty acids that bind with those molecules of choline in the membrane. And the choline even is used to emulsify these fats to get them into the tissues. Probiotics, of course, because in the gut, we need to be able to metabolize hormones and biocides and chemicals and toxins out of the body, which probiotics help to do that from the gut level, and then allow for the good nutrients to absorb. The stress and energy balance was key for her because of the tonic effect of the rhodiola and the other components in there. Just so magical how that product works to balance adrenal function, help improve the sleep rhythms. She also was using B12 Liver Protect. Liver Protect, of course, has got this plethora. Another one of my favorites, the plethora of the fat metabolism nutrients from the vitamin D's and the E, the tocopherol groups and the carotenoids, and then the milk thistle that's in there, the silymarin, which helps the liver to move bile and to help the liver synthesize proteins for the blood. Just remarkable product. Liver Protect, nothing like it on the market. I have just fallen in love with this product this year.
Now, so you got her on a lot of these supplements,
and there's still a few more. She's on the B12 and the repair, cell repair, but the B12 is all about methylation. And
so how did she do when, so she came in the summer and came back? When did she come in recently?
It's been about a month ago.
Yeah,
a little over a month ago at the end of October.
So what happened? What was she reporting after?
I put the symptom questionnaire and show you, but things are getting better, and just slowly and surely. And she was weaning off the biggest thing that was hindering her. She was on a statin medication.
Okay.
And statins interfere with hormone metabolism.
Okay.
And they interfere with liver function. And the liver is a primary organ that's going to metabolize your hormones, your neurotransmitters, and help synthesize the bile for fat metabolism. And so it's a dangerous drug. Dangerous.
So when she came in this next time, she was off the medications or just?
No, on her last visit in October, she said, I'm ready to take that step. So after we reviewed the neurotransmitter test, Then we set everything in play. We also included the muscle power because she had low GABA levels. GABA is a neurotransmitter that helps you sleep more at night. And with better sleep, along with the sleep and calm essential that she was put on because she had low serotonin levels, here we had the improvement in serotonin, in the GABA. And so serotonin is a happy neurotransmitter.
So she was feeling well enough in order to say, hey, I can stop taking the medication
at 70 years of age.
Wow. That's a pretty big step for a lot of people to feel well enough to say, hey, maybe I don't need to take these.
And she's pretty good with her lifestyle in general.
Yeah.
She's not overweight. I was pretty impressed by her diligence to get that done.
Yeah, that's really good. So I guess one of the things that I would like to remind you all is that Steve has been doing this for about 30 years with people, walking them through these health challenges, being a part of their health journey as they improve health. And part of that is getting their body's function up and their nutrient levels to a point where they're actually be able to be healthy and function healthy. And what ends up happening is, like this lady, they start to feel better, and then they think, I don't need to take these medications. They realize that the medication isn't helping them get better because they came in feeling horrible on a bunch of medications, and they made a switch to nourishing their body and avoiding things that are bad for them, and realizing just the function of medications. What is the function? It isn't necessarily to help our body to work better. It's to stop our body from feeling or doing certain things. And so that's something we want to encourage you in, is come and see and hear from us regularly. Check out our blog, look at our videos on YouTube. We're trying to give you the information to help you feel better and have better health, to prosper and be in health, so that you can not have to have the expenses of hospital visits or thousands of dollars worth of medications. And there are expenses to taking care of your health, but it's much more worth it when you're promoting good health and feeling better than, giving your body a bunch of chemicals and really harming your body.
Yes.
So
yeah, there was a lady that came in this week. I just thinking about another testimony, and she's 67 years of age. It's amazing how people in their years, their 60s and 70s, are really wanting to get answers. They're tired of the old scenarios that aren't working. This lady was swelling up with fluid, something severe. And so I gave her a week to do some protocols. She lost 10 pounds of fluid in 1 week. She was retaining. It was in her legs, and just due to being over medicated again, and being toxic, and not having the components that you need to get that body to eliminate the waste that builds up in the water space or in the fat space. And it was pretty exciting to see her again.
That's great.
After just a week, having lost 10 pounds of fluid.
And I'm sharing right now on the screen, you're seeing our clinic testimonial videos. So these are people that have been following our guidance and taking the Prosper Nutrition supplements, and the testimonies that these people have had of healing and repair of their body. So definitely check that out if you can. nutritionandhealthcenter.com, at the top, testimonials, and you will find multiple testimonies that could encourage you to make these lifestyle changes for yourself.
Amen. It's frustrating. You feel like you've tried everything to reach your health goals and nothing is actually helping. With personalized evidence-based supplements and results-focused professional guidance from Prosper Nutrition, you too can find a simplified way to optimize your health. So we want you to prosper in health, be in health. Stay tuned at 4:00 for the webinar on digestion for the holidays, to keep you from the emergency room and help you enjoy your holiday time with your families. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you and your family.